Welcome to Good News Week, and the big news, lesbians. Yeah, you didn't expect that, did you? Family groups are outraged that there's about to be a romance between two female characters on Home and Away. Strike me flamin' pink! Over 5 weeks, Charlie, the female cop, and Joey, the female fisherman, will dance and kiss and fall in love. An explosion, and then everything's back to normal. Charlie and Joey. That's how you can tell lesbians on TV. They have blokes' names. The Christian lobby says there's nothing wrong with having homosexual characters as such, just as long as they get what's coming to them. The other networks are already following suit. The Farmer Wants a Wife will become The Farmer Wants a Farmer. Bananas in Pyjamas will become Bananas in a Sandwich. Oh, out of the gutter. And In the Bush with Malcolm Douglas will remain the same. The good news is, in typical soapy fashion, the entire Home and Away lesbian storyline turns out to be a dream that Alf has every night. A new report has estimated Australian banks will collect more than $5 billion in fees in the coming year. Yeah, the poor, struggling poppets. It's like tax, but they don't give it back or spend it on... It's like tax. The banks do concede that $5 billion in fees is a lot to collect, so they may have to introduce a fee-collecting fee. Though there are no fees attached to blowing up an ATM and helping yourself. That's a thought. Barack Obama has admitted the US isn't winning the war in Afghanistan, so he's going to reach out to moderate elements of the Taliban. You know, those moderate fundamentalists. The guys who are just in it for the chicks. I mean, who are the moderate elements of the Taliban? The women? I guess Taliban moderates are the ones who say, "Excuse me," before they explode in your mail. Be careful, Mr. President. Reaching out to the Taliban is traditionally a quick way to have your hands cut off. It's gone a bit too dark for everyone. Observers say the insurgents probably won't go for it because, you know, they're winning. But Obama says if they don't, then the US Army will continue strewing their own body parts around and screaming in pain until they do. Take that, Taliban. Take it. He's reviewing US policy to find a new strategy for Afghanistan, like perhaps, I don't know, travelling back in time and not funding and training them. And that's the good news.
Thank you. It's good news week. Someone dropped the bomb somewhere, contaminating the atmosphere and blackening the sky. It's good news week. Someone found a way to give the rotting dead a will to live, go on and never die. It's good news week. It's good news week.
Thank you. Good evening. Tonight, bloodshot and fancy-free, the groovy guru, Mikey Robbins. Her new album is 1,000 Stars. Her tour kicks off this Saturday in her hometown of Wollongong, and she's the host of So You Think You Can Dance, the delicious Natalie Bassingthwaighte. Starring at the Melbourne and Brisbane comedy festivals, the big stick of Tom Gleeson. And they're blowing kisses to the sweet but deadly Claire Hooper. One of the international stars of this year's Melbourne and Sydney comedy festivals, our cool Canadian cousin, DeAnne Smith. And he's a Tropfest winner and the star of Shandon Pictures, the charmer Rob Carlton. Is that too much?
Charmer. I like Charmer. I'll go with Charmer. You're looking foxy tonight, Paul.
Thank you. You've got a point already.
Stop that! Cheeky.
Natalie, I'll do what it takes.
Yeah?
Hey, that's how I got this job.
Do you have a cushion to make you taller?
I do not.
Well...
Could I borrow yours?
No?
Seems to have gone into a weird place.
Actually, I should point out that after the show, we will be selling Natalie's cushion on eBay.
Hey, we'll be selling his 2 sweet little ones as well.
DeAnne, is this your first trip here?
This is my second trip here,
Right.
but the first time that I've heard ta.
Ta.
Oh, really? It really threw me. Yeah.
It means thank you.
I know. Can you expend less energy while trying to communicate something?
We're not big on thanks.
I know.
So you come from a cold country, being Canada. It's a cold country.
Yes,
Here,
it
the
is.
heat makes you shorten words.
It's amazing. For, like for 13 years, we had a Prime Minister that couldn't say sorry.
That's good. And Natalie, your first time on the show?
Yeah.
You
I'm
excited?
Very excited. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit
How's it?
nervous.
No, we'll take good care of you. You'll be
All right.
fine. Yeah.
We'll take really good care of you. Nothing weird, though.
Nothing weird. Tom has the amazing ability to make the nicest things sound creepy.
We're going to start with a game called Don't Quote Me. 3 sound bites, all related to one big story of the week.
Yeah.
Mikey, Natalie, Tom, what are these gentlemen talking about?
We're having our eyes opened by announcing that we're able to do this.
But here, they would potentially have to look through thousands of genes.
Designing your descendants and seeking out perfection is the biggest slippery slope we could go on.
I tell you what, they're 3 drop-dead spunks, eh?
I might use them in my next video clip.
Yeah. I think I know this one. I think I do. I think what they're talking about there is genetics, clearly.
Yeah.
And what they have done is they have found the redhead gene. Which is a very exciting thing. No, it's a very exciting thing, because you might remember in the news last year the redheads were going to get bred out, because apparently it's a recessive gene. But the good news is they've found it. And what we are going to do is we are going to band together. And we are going to have a red-headed master race. Yes, sister! We are going to interbreed. We're going to interbreed and make a Rangarami. And we will rise up until we make the super redhead, the Ginger Ninja, whose superpowers is getting burnt, ripping off his skin and throwing it at all those 10 mothers.
Actually, I should point out that Tom has 2 years left of doing that red-headed material. Then it's all gone.
They weren't going to let
Hey.
redheads into the zoo for free. Did you know that?
Really?
Rangers, yeah.
Yeah, I know,
Right?
because they've got a breeding program at the zoo. Because they want to get the first redhead born in captivity.
Yeah.
That's what they want. And I can do redheaded jokes, I don't care. Whether I'm going bald, I'm going bald because my hair's red. Because I'm like, for all the shit you've done to me over the years.
Oh, there's a bit of pain there and there. Oh, there's a bit of pain.
My bitter ginger colleague is vaguely right. It's the idea of genetically engineering, of being able to put together the genes to make the ultimate baby.
I was going to say I forgot what we were talking about. I forgot the whole thing. We're talking... Yeah, OK.
That's only Paul's job. Yes, so the idea is that you can genetically engineer your child to be quiet.
Anyone you want to be.
Yeah. I'll tell you what now, as someone who's going through renovations at the moment, if you can spend 2 days arguing over the colour of a splashback, wait till it comes to a baby's eyes.
Oh, they do have it, ladies and gentlemen. 10 points to take them into the game. Yes, an American fertility clinic is offering to design a baby to your exact requirements. Prospective parents can now request a son with brown eyes, black hair and dark complexion, or a pale, blonde, blue-eyed daughter with a penis. The fertility clinic isn't the first group trying to create perfect babies. The other one was called the Third Reich.
Speak out, sister.
Claire, DeAnne, Rob, your Don't Quote Me sounds like this.
Oh, I think that was pretty calculated. I don't think that was a slip at all.
A slip certainly was the way it went last night.
Look, I think we need a parliamentary swear jar, and I think in next to no time we'll be able to make a big dent into the deficit.
What's it all about?
It's a parliamentary slipstorm, isn't it? It is. Thanks for bringing
Do you know
it
what the
up
story's about,
Well,
DeAnne?
I think I do know what it's about. I was hoping that somebody fell down. Literally slipped and then was like, God damn it! And then that was some kind of storm that everything else was going so well. But I think that your Prime Minister said a naughty word.
We've got a potty-mouthed Prime Minister. A potty-mouthed Prime Minister, and it's got to stop. He's representing me out there on the international stage, and I don't want him swearing down. I don't want people from your fine land looking at us down here thinking we're filthmongers, because we're not.
What if he turns up to the Obama meeting and he uses one of the
C words?
What about the N word?
It's had it.
He could be trying to be cool and it just slips.
It's a
because that's
terrible
all
thing.
it is.
Well, he did. So he said it'll be a political shitstorm. Now, obviously, horrified I was. So I did some research into the political shitstorm. It's not to be confused with a shit fight. Very different. That's more like a rugby league celebratory thing, where they all used to get into, after a big win, they get into a hotel room and throw poo at each other. But that was celebratory in nature. That's a shit fight. Now, a political shitstorm's very different. It's not so much celebratory. It's run along the same lines. They still throw poo, but whenever they throw it, they've got to make it relevant to working families.
They do have it. Kevin Rudd created a political shitstorm by going on national TV and uttering the phrase political shitstorm. That's when he realised he was, quote, up to his nuts in monkey spunk. I am paraphrasing there, of course. Rudd claims
No, I haven't heard that phrase since my wedding vows.
Rudd claims it was an honest mistake, a thoroughly researched, demographically targeted, politically motivated, honest mistake. Kevin denies playing politics and says he's just your average Joe Blow, fair dinkum, true blue battler who's done the hard yards and at the end of the day speaks the way regular Aussies do, stone the bloody Crozier mongrel. So after one shocking round of Widden's week, the Robbins team are on 10 points, the Hooper team 10 points. Up next, the clues, the songs, and Mikey in a hat.
It's Good News Week.
During the break, when we were too drunk to remember anything, both teams were given 3 clues to a recent strange but true story. Robbins, Bassingthwaighte and Gleeson have a hood.
Shut up! You know what? I could have brought one in from home. It's got a zip.
Yes. It's Batman from 1930.
You choose these, don't you?
Oh, I was up all night cutting my underwear.
It's amazing. I thought I could smell yeast.
I like the fact that...
Well, Natalie's lost it now, ladies and gentlemen.
I can tell it's your underwear, Paul, because of the tiny leg holes.
Oh, God! Guess where my nose is?
Yes, they weren't for the legs. With a lot of space between them as well. Very broad perineum.
What do you use?
Yes, it's like a little saddle and they drop off the side. We also have... Can I get away from my groin just for a second? Which my parents asked me for a long time as a child. Can we move on to the piggy bank?
Ah, yes. Look at this. It's Channel 10's profits.
And finally, this.
Strumming my pain with his fingers.
One time.
Singing my life with his words.
2 times.
Killing me softly with his song. Killing me softly with his song. Telling my whole life with his words. Killing me softly with his
How do you do that growly bit? That
thing.
growly bit that makes every man go, oh.
Not that bit, obviously.
So how is your tour going?
Oh, it starts on Saturday, Wollongong.
Well, that's the saddest collection of humanity I've ever seen.
Okay, if you were here tonight, who in Wollongong is stealing DVD players?
Aren't you meant to be under a hill's hoist drinking from a goon?
I'm actually going on the tour as well, but Natalie doesn't know.
Tom, we've spoken about this before. It's called stalking.
It's called pleasure.
And Hooper, Smith and Carlton got fortune cookies.
There's a warning on the sign. It says, excess consumption may cause you to meet a dark stranger, be offered a job and get good news from overseas.
I've got an old school hat and a school tie.
Hey, look.
In Victoria, all you have to do is wear this out at a nightclub and you'll get taken home by a teacher.
Did you find that gear in Michael Jackson's dungeon?
Yeah, along with this.
Yes, it's Saturday night for us, Mikey.
So a uniform, and finally this.
Just a gigolo. Everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. Paid for every dance, selling each romance. Every night, some heart betraying. Just a gigolo.
Those surprising stories later in the show. Right now, the world news game called 3.5 Corners.
Yes.
Robin's team. For you.
Yeah.
In San Francisco, what did an expert in online technology do when a strange man wandered into his house at 4 a.m?
No, he thanked God for the human company.
He put his pants back on.
He actually twittered. He actually tweeted what was going on, and it went out into cyberspace and helped arrest the man.
I don't understand. What is Twitter?
Yeah.
Does anyone know
It's
this?
crazy. Who knows what it is?
But
mass SMS.
in fact, I'm thinking of bringing out one where you just go on and dump on things. It's going to be called shitter.
Dave Prager immediately posted the event on the social website Twitter, then set up a live stream so people could watch.
Yeah.
The intruder passed out, so Dave woke him up and escorted him out of the house. Thrilling.
Oh, Gary Busey's out and about again.
In Gloucestershire, Gary Bates was fed up with being nagged by his wife. What did he do?
I know.
Tom?
He got fed up with his wife, so he put her on sale in a trade magazine.
Yes.
What price did he fetch?
Well, he actually put it in the section of the trade magazine where things are given away for free. You know, like you might have an old wheelbarrow you don't want, so just put it in there.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's, you know, you can't put a price on love, so that's nice.
He did advertise her by saying, nagging wife, no green slip, very high maintenance, some rust.
You know, you can have that rust cut out.
OK, you ready for some 3.5 Corners?
Yes.
Yeah. OK. Oh, before we start, how's Shandon going?
Shandon's, well, it's been great. Series 2 starts next week on Movie Extra, on cable. First episode up, we explore the world of swingers. I know there's a lot of people out there that live quietly, hoping that more people will talk about swinging, and this is for you. And we've also got the DVD, if you missed season 1, coming out April 8th.
Good. Lovely.
Yay.
Thank you, Natalie. Come here. I just... Just excuse us. You are just divine. We've been sitting over there.
Go away.
You're a hugger, aren't you?
I started to think like I was Izzy for a second while I was sitting here. I haven't felt like that for a very long time.
Well, I'm starting to feel like Dr. Carl.
Thinking we need Dr. Phil. In Washington, D.C., 85,000 people have signed an online petition calling for something to be done to the White House.
Ooh.
What is it?
Paint it black.
Paint it black from someone in the audience.
Thanks, idiot people.
It's called the White House. You couldn't get away with that.
You can't paint it black. You have to paint an African American.
Yeah.
2009.
And happily, you can't get enough African Americans to volunteer to be scraped up and down against it. So. Are they 80,000 Sydney-sided?
85,000.
Because if they're from Sydney, they demand that they do a little reno and a backyard blitz on it.
Well, they kind of are. I mean, basically, they're demanding that it be painted green in the form of an organic garden.
I'm not quite sure. It's similar.
Yeah.
I might give you a point for it.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
Turn the lawn into a vegetable patch.
Yeah, that's
into
what
a
I
vegetable
said.
garden.
Organic
I thought
garden.
you painted it green.
You said
well,
she did
I
say
meant metaphorically green.
Oh, yeah, OK, that's 2 points then.
That's crazy.
In Rome, what has the Vatican asked young Italians to give up for Lent?
Catholicism.
No.
Just to freshen their minds.
Yeah, guilt. Giving up guilt. Texting. And other things. And other youthful things that the Pope doesn't understand.
How are they going to pull a root if they're not allowed to text?
They can't text, but maybe they can still poke their friends.
They do have it, ladies and gentlemen. In a message of self-denial and moderation for the 21st century, the Catholic Church has called on Italians to give up texting and other modern modes of communication for Lent. I thought Christ died for our Sims. Sims. For our Sims.
Yeah.
Sims. Oh, they're not smart, this audience. For the Church, modern forms of communication include the wireless, the ballpoint pen and chatty women. All that communication can really undermine your faith, all those points of view and information. The bishop who launched the campaign said it was important for people to detox from the virtual world and get back in touch with the reality of the giant beardy sky man. Over there, 16 points. Over there, 15 points. After the break, we bring in the couch. This is Couch Potato, Natalie Bassingthwaighte. Come and get comfy.
That or worse. Dress, skirt, whatever I was going to call it then.
So what's the dress?
Excuse me?
You feeling comfy?
I guess.
Yeah. That is a relaxed pose?
I'm not sure, not really.
No, OK.
Just like that.
You're a bit like that on your new record. You have a couple of poses like that.
Do I?
Yeah. You have a record behind your head, holding it daintily on a couch.
Yeah.
It's a pose I used to strike with David Bowie records when I was 15. I'd often hold it.
Yeah.
Listen to music, go, yeah.
Just can't help it.
You can't help it.
Yeah. I feel like I need to have another session. I haven't even
We can.
Okay,
We wait till all these horrible people have left.
Has this segment actually started?
Why put limits on it when it's working so well? OK, shall we start off with some word association? Yeah. Sean McAuliffe made that sound on the couch as well. We're going to start with some word association.
Okay.
Have you had some nitrous oxide? Have you? Be honest. No?
No.
No, OK.
I had a mint, though.
Oh, is that what they're calling them now? The kids. OK, no, it's all right.
Okay.
We're going to start with some word association.
Okay.
School.
Sucks. Yeah, okay, sucks.
How'd you throw your voice like that? That's a skill we haven't heard of. Dance. That wasn't a demand. Just shift uneasily, then I thought, no, it's, you know...
Boogie.
Okay, phobia.
I was about to say you, but that's...
I don't mind that. I could happily be your phobia.
Then I have to keep coming back.
Yeah, got to get used to being little bits and then the whole thing. That didn't turn out right, did it? Judging by your laughter, it was wrong.
It was that bit.
Yeah, could have been a bit more dainty with that, couldn't I?
Yeah.
Solo.
Record.
Housework. How many women can do that? Hey. I just laugh at it. What is that, housework? that burst an eardrum.
Sorry.
Hot.
You.
Do you want to go deeper? Yes, okay. Well, let's give it a shot. You don't have to be worried. You look terrified.
I'm freaking out. I've got sweaty palms and everything.
Oh, man, I've got... So, yeah, good. So, you know, we're very similar. Very similar. I don't know. Ah! Oh, they're wet. They're clammy. It's like an old woman. And it's viscous. Oh, I'm uncomfortable now.
I know.
Okay. Do you think you can dance?
Do you?
Do I think you can dance, or do you think I can dance? What?
Do you think you can dance?
Yes, I can dance.
Can you show
I
me?
can't dance.
Yeah. I love that move. Oh, this is a great time.
It's working. If you weren't a performer, what would you do?
I would probably be a school teacher or an architect.
Yes, and Rob's just put on his school cap. Teaching...
Miss Bassingthwaighte, I've been naughty.
Okay, I'm going to change my mind. Definitely an architect.
Architect.
Yeah, definitely.
You're an actor, singer, dancer, host. So what's next for you?
I don't know. I think I'm either going to take my album around the world or I'm going to go over to America and have a crack at film.
Right.
I wouldn't mind
Have there been
studying
offers?
a bit. I've had a few.
Have there been
offers? We'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
Natalie, some of those calls you got were just me doing an American accent.
At which point you would have heard the police say,
He's in the house with you.
What are you going to do when you're not famous anymore?
Probably come back here a few times.
Really? Ladies and gentlemen, can you please thank Natalie Bassingthwaighte? DeAnne Smith, the couch needs you. Oh, you've adopted an interesting pose there. A seating. Yeah, no, that's good. That's nice. Let's get stuck in then. We're going to start with some word.
Did you say let's get stuck in?
Stuck in.
Huh? Okay. I never heard that before.
You've never heard that
no.
before? Okay.
Sounds dirty.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Does it? No.
Yes, it does. Let's get
clean.
stuck in.
Stuck in.
Yeah.
Let's get stuck into some work.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's
okay.
proud and Australian. I thought it was universal. Let's get stuck in. We're going to start with some word association, finally.
All right. Okay, I'm ready.
Focus.
Yes.
No, that was the...
Oh, I thought you were like, I'm doing it. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Focus. OK, moving on.
Yeah.
Canada.
Marijuana.
Really?
There's
I'm
a lot.
fascinated.
Yeah.
Is there a lot?
There's a lot.
Does it flood into America from Canada?
I think it does, yeah.
Yeah. I've been at the comedy festival there.
And did you smell it in the air?
I just remembered then, so I must have. Touring.
Squiz.
Now I'm confused.
I learned the word squiz. Someone told me, hey, take a squiz at that magpie.
Yes.
And I thought, that's not something I'm comfortable doing.
Right.
And definitely not something I'm going to do to a magpie. You know? Squiz.
Squiz. But you do understand what squiz means now?
I think I get it, but I don't know why you make it sound so squirty and wet. Squiz. Take a squiz. No.
Cold.
This studio.
Sexy.
Your eyes.
Thank you. You know, some days you go to work and it just all happens, doesn't it? I've heard this happens to plumbers a lot and people that do house calls, but it really happens here at this job. But today, coming through. Let's go deeper.
Okay. I'm ready to stick it in. Get stuck. Stuck it. Stuck it.
Stuck in.
Stuck it.
Let's get stuck in.
That's what it is. All right.
Yeah. Yes. That would be a horrible mistake to make in the trenches.
Just trying to be like you guys.
What was it like working as a nanny?
Yeah, I did work as a nanny. Don't judge me. You guys are like concerned. I can't believe someone would let Harry Potter watch their kids. It happened. And in fact, it was fine. It did get to the point, at a certain point, where the baby got very close to me and he started to call me Mama. Mm. And then I knew I had to leave, right? Because I was just terrified that his mom would come in, hear him calling me Mama, while I was breastfeeding him, and she we were too close. We were too close.
Besides this, what's the most embarrassing thing you've done?
I'm censoring myself right now. I was about to say, this is the most embarrassing thing I've done. Why would I? It's just... Why? I don't know.
Oh my God! You licked the monkey's paw!
Look at that! Look at the hairy knuckles!
Why?
Look how hairy those knuckles are!
I'm so sorry.
Look at the genetic sin
so embarrassing.
of my parents giving birth to that! Look at it!
When he dies, we'll chop that off and it will chase you down.
I liked it.
I don't know what possessed
It was
me.
almost as good as Natalie's sweaty palms. Now America is cool again. What's going to happen to Canada?
Canada's always going to be a couple steps ahead, I think, because like I mentioned, they have the weed and they have the gay marriage. Mm. So it's already a lot of happy lovers up in Canada. Okay.
What's a nice way to tell a man to go away?
It's not a problem that I have to face too often. But maybe, like, let me introduce you to my girlfriend. That usually works, too.
I'd find that a bit of an incentive. I don't know if all fellas are like that. I don't know if they... Certainly for myself, I think, hello.
You know, you're welcome to take a squiz, but... That's about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you please thank DeAnne Smith? Coming up, Hot Spot. This is Hot Spot. Before the show, we asked the studio audience to write down some questions about the news of the week. Our players must now stand on the hot spot and answer those questions. Robin's team.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm ready.
What would you do with Michael Jackson's Neverland? Anybody?
I'd go to the dungeon and rescue all the kids.
I'd never go there if I wanted to stay happy.
I'd transport it to Canberra and call it Kevinland.
How should rugby league control its players?
Shots of estrogen. That would be adorable, though, wouldn't it?
They should have used my song in the commercial instead of that stupid one they chose.
They should threaten them with Natalie Bassingthwaighte.
What's a better way than burning coal to produce electricity?
Get a big wind farm made up of giant fans that are plugged into the wall. And then they could blow the wind onto the rotors.
This is from a member of the audience named Audience. Why can't I eat people?
You can.
Is that you can in an Adelaide way or a Sydney way?
Either one.
What word would you like to hear Kevin Rudd say?
Vagina.
Ruddalicious. And a hell of a lot more often.
Anybody else have a word they'd like Kevin Rudd to say?
Oh, yes, but I can't say it.
Yes, you can.
Do it, do it, do it.
Hey.
Right. Hey. Okay, so you demanded it. The C word. Costello.
They're a bloody rabble, aren't they? They're a bloody rabble.
Mongrels.
Where is Osama bin Laden?
I don't know the specifics, but he's under a towel.
Powney's the next lead singer of NXS.
What's the best pickup line for these economically difficult times?
Hey, baby, would you like a cash injection?
G'day, my name's Tom Gleeson and I'm debt-free.
Do you feel like going down on my luck?
I've got your stimulus package right here.
Just wondering if you'd like to come back to my house. That's right, I said house.
I normally charge $100, but tonight I'll do it for 50.
I haven't met you before, have I? How does Jesus celebrate Easter?
Just hanging around the cross.
He writes himself off on Friday and he doesn't get up till Monday.
Anyone else want to offend the Christians?
He celebrates by going to Bunnings and buying a claw hammer.
What wouldn't you do for money?
You know full well, Paul, and there's no point asking again.
Strange but True is up next. Time to see what our teams have done with their strange but true clues. Mikey, Natalie, Tom, you had the hood.
Get the gib.
The piggy bank.
Usually I check my balance online, because I use online banking, but I just want to check the balance. $1.15.
That's going to be very dangerous.
Yeah, sorry. That's... You should. Yeah, Canada economy is worse than ours.
And this.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Natalie, Bassingthwaighte.
That was absolutely beautiful, darling. You didn't sing along, Paul. Too deep, was it?
I was a little bit caught off guard, I must confess, and taken by surprise. And also, when you looked at me, I fell into your eyes. And
I found $1 every time I've heard that.
I must say, it was quite a performance, and there is now something killing me softly in my pants.
So, how are those strange but true items connected?
You make the best noises. God, it's been a long time since I've said that.
Killing.
Killing. Obviously, the mask thing is an executioner's or a hangman's mask.
Yes.
And that piggy bank would refer to our harsh economic times, I believe, Tom.
Or saving money.
Saving money. That's the point. Americans, in a moment of bizarre rationality, have several states are looking at overturning the death penalty. Not for any human or ethical reason, just that it's actually more expensive to kill a prisoner than keep him in prison.
What?
Really?
Seriously, yeah. By the time you go through the legal processes of appeals and then taking it to the governors, it's actually more expensive to kill someone than to keep them in prison. So, not for the reason that maybe, oh, geez, having a legal system that involves murder could be wrong. They've decided it's cheaper. They want to stop executions to save money.
If they're spending too much money on the executions, they're not doing the right thing. I mean, if you give someone a lethal injection, no one said you had to use the good gear.
That's true.
You just chop it up with some Ajax or something. Oh, no, they overdosed on lethal injection. Oh, dear. Now they're dead.
They do have it, ladies and gentlemen. 10 points. More and more state governments across the US are looking at a uniquely American way of fighting the global recession. Save money by abolishing the death penalty. Because what other argument could there be? There was also some gobbledygook about human rights, valuing life, blah-de-blah-blah. To reduce prison costs even more, the US could look at releasing offenders early and into Canada. And I think this is a good idea. What about wind-powered electric chairs? Yeah? Sure, the technology is a little stop-start, but that'll teach them a lesson. Claire, DeAnne, Rob, you had the fortune cookies? The uniform?
I like to think I look good in it.
Yeah. Like it's almost like Benjamin Button.
You should go and stand outside a school and go, the teachers aren't very good in there.
And finally this.
Just a gigolo everywhere I go. People know the part I'm playing. Paid for every dance, selling each romance. Every night some heart betraying. There will come a day, youth will pass away. Then what will they say about me? When the end comes, I know they'll say just a gigolo as life goes on without me. Just a gigolo!
Lovely. What's the story?
It's a Chinese story. It's about a Chinese boy, Hong Kong, 12 years old.
Oh, they're nice.
What you...
So innocent. They're lovely, lovely before their minds get filthy. Like.
But it's kind of sweet because, as far as I know, he's never actually kind of made that like financial connection. He was just advertising his services on the internet for ladies between 10 and 45, and calling himself Little Lung.
Little Lung.
Little Lung.
Which means huge cock in Chinese. That's my understanding of the translation.
Have you heard about this story, DeAnne?
I would think if you're a gigolo, you wouldn't want to put little right in the front of your name.
It does seem odd, but there are some ladies out there frightened of us larger men.
That's not the reason they're afraid of you.
They do have it, ladies and gentlemen. In Hong Kong, a 12-year-old schoolboy is in a bit of trouble after posting saucy pictures of himself online and offering to be a gigolo for women as old as 45. Kids today. Apparently, he's in the Scouts and was going for his small business badge. Little Lung will make love to you all night long before he has to get in his gym jams, brush his toothy pegs and go nine-nine. The good news is police investigating the case said no charges would be laid because no clients had been. Stay tuned, Love Muscles. Fast Money is next.
It's good news,
Here we go, the cyclonic colonic Kevin Rudd's Fast Money. In Ohio, police have charged a female driver with child endangerment. What was she doing?
She was breastfeeding while driving and on the mobile. Which, as far as I'm concerned, means the kid's steering.
That's all right, because the kid would have been protected by airbags.
I heard she was frustrated because she had to put down the bourbon to hold on to both of them.
In the UK, a man has insured a part of his body for £10 million. What is it?
He's a coffee tester.
Yes.
So he's insured his coffee tongue.
His coffee tongue?
Yeah, that's right. He's insured
he's
his
the
tongue.
coffee guy.
And that's what he's telling all the ladies.
Yeah.
$10 million right here. Don't watch me do that ever again.
No!
Really nice.
Because you would think that'd be hot, but you seem to make it wrong.
I know. Do you know why? Because I did it out the side.
Give us a look. Give us a
Like
look.
I was only casually engaged in. Yeah. You know, like trying to keep an eye on the telly as well.
Gee, I like the idea. I like the idea of performing oral sex whilst watching the telly.
That's heaps worse when I do it.
You look like you're chewing cud.
Would this sort of visual...
I just can't believe that this is your TV and everyone's in an uproar about lesbians on Home and Away. This is the base.
Would you get any people on a Canadian show miming...
Cunnilingus. Just say it. It's so much prouder when you say it.
Cunnilingus? Would that ever
I
happen?
thought you guys would have a cute nickname for it.
Is that what I was doing?
Something like that.
Do we have a cute nickname for it?
We've come up with...
I actually call it Thursday.
So you've got someone in to do it then? So in the $2 shop tonight, Mikey Robbins, Natalie Bassingthwaighte and Tom Gleeson scored a valuable 72 points. Ripping off Claire Hooper, DeAnne Smith and Rob Carlton on 69 points. ten.com.au/GNW is the address if you want to go behind the scenes, get the podcast or download Tina Turner's new Rugby League theme song, Simply the Pissed. So we say it's past your bedtime, little lung, and leave you with the good news for the week ahead. The Melbourne Queer Film Festival is coming up. It's a great event, but most of the films are totally gay. Dick Smith will turn 65. His birthday cake is like American cake, but Australian-owned, cheaper and tastes like shit. And the anti-smoking event known as Butt Free City Week will coincide with the post-Mardi Gras event known as Free Butt City Week, making bending over to pick up a discarded cigarette a great way to make new friends. Good night.